Hi everybody, this is Carrie coming at you live a little earlier than I planned. I actually did not realize I have a scheduling conflict today until just a little bit ago. And so therefore I am doing my craft project, my live project just a few minutes early. Okay, so our craft today is creating a shadow box. So what is a shadow box? Well, a shadow box is a frame that is made rather thick, and so that you can create a collage of whatever it is that you want. Maybe you have some photos, or you've been some places and you have some little keepsakes that go along with that trip, and you want to arrange them inside of your shadow box and hang them on a wall. But say, for instance, you don't necessarily have anything in particular you want to do. There's tons of different little projects out there that you can do just related to art in general. So for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a collage of paper flowers. And I also bought some stickers, letters, okay? They have a little bling to them. They're a little glittery. And I am going to stick them on the outside of the glass so you can see those words against my floral collage. Okay, so these are paper flowers. You can pick them up at any craft store. And I laid out my design, okay, that I want to do. So that's how I'm going to glue them onto the back of my shadow box. Okay, and shadow boxes can come in different forms. They don't have to be enclosed or framed like this one. You can buy them in just just an open front, and you can glue things, paint things, do different things with your little shadow box that way, and also hang those. Okay, all right. So for today's process, of course, you can either use craft glue or you can use a glue gun. Okay, I like my glue gun. It just goes really fast for me, and so that's what I'm going to be using today. Okay. The other thing you might need is a pair of scissors if you're cutting anything to size, especially pictures or colored paper. Okay. And then, of course, I also use a stick from time to time with my glue stick to help press things down so I don't end up getting burnt by hot glue with my fingers. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to start this process. And so the first thing I'm going to do is my glue gun has been heating up here, so I'm hoping that it's ready to go. And I am going to just pick up my first flower, and you can either put the glue dot down on their background or on your flower, it doesn't matter, but I am going to put a healthy dollop of glue there, and I am going to, of course, press it down onto that background and hold it there for a couple seconds. So that it gets a nice hold. And that's essentially what you do. Now, all the way across, all the way down. Now with these, you can get these flowers pretty darn close to each other and completely black out the background so that you don't even see it. I didn't have quite enough flowers in this box for that process, so you will still see some of my background in there, but that's okay. I really like that darker background against the light color of my flowers. It's a really good contrast. And you don't have to use paper flowers. You can, of course, use silk flowers, fake flowers, any kind of other flower that you like out there. You can use, like I said earlier, pictures, little knickknacks, or shells, rocks, all sorts of little fun things especially if you're decorating like a little kid's room. You know, blocks with letters on them make great fillers. You could also spell things out there. Again, your imagination is kind of the limit on this whole process. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of glue these things in place real quick. And then I will explain how I'm going to add my sticker letters to my glass. Now I'm going to be using sticker letters, but you can also, if you have like a Cricut machine or a scan and cut machine, you can get clear sticky vinyl at any craft store, and you can make your own via your cutting machine. Now, I'm going to venture to, you know, say to be careful about your edges. You don't want to leave a little bit of room. You don't want to overpack those edges because you got to get it into your picture frame. So you don't want to squish anything. Okay. Again, I'm making sure that I'm just pressing that flower in place and then hold it there for a few seconds till it gets nice and snug. I'm going to pull these little guys out real quickly. If you have any kind of plan in mind, I'm going to recommend that you set it out before you do anything permanent. That way you can see how it looks, and if there's anything about it that you don't like, you can change it up. You can rearrange it and see if there's something that you like better. Always a good idea to plan that ahead of time. That just helps the process go that much faster when you're ready to do it, and you'll be more happy with it than being frustrated with something you want to change. Okay. So I had a couple more little flowers that I wanted to put inside here because I felt like this was just a little bit glaring area in here. So I'm going to put a couple little more, and you can see some of my glue got on my flower there. That's okay. Okay. A couple little more flowers in here just to help a little bit. Fill in some of those little spaces. All right, and again, I'm just going to try to sandwich this guy in here. hold it for a couple seconds. And my little flower is, voila, in there. That's really cute. I really like these colors. Okay. So I'm just going to set this guy aside for a second. And I am going to come here and put my letters on. So I am going to do a live, laugh, love saying on this shadow box. And what I did earlier was I took some tape and I kind of measured out where I wanted my letters to be, where I want them to appear. And I took some tape and I leveled them the best that I could. I had a level when I was using them, okay? And so I'm going to use the top of this tape to make sure my letters are all on the same level. So I am going to take my L here, and I'm going to make sure the bottom of that L is right on the top of my tape. Okay. So here is my I. If you get your letters just, a hair off, that isn't going to matter. Nobody's going to pay attention to that. So don't feel like you're looking for perfection here. You're just looking close. You're looking for close to perfection. Okay, so I've got to find my V. There you are. So my first word is live. That's my I. There's my V. And now I need my E. There you are. Okay. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that all my letters are okay. So there's the first word. I'm going to do love now. So I'm going to start right about here, and I'm going to make sure that my bottom parts of this L line up pretty darn close to that piece of tape. All right. Looking pretty darn good there. I'm happy with that. Here is my O. Okay, the next V in this story. So my recommendation here is to just take your time. Don't get in too big of a rush. Okay, plan ahead. So plan out your strategy about where you want your words to be and figure out a way to map that out. You can do it with some sort of marker if you want that comes off, that will wipe off your glass. Or you can do what I did, which was use tape. I try not to get too hung up on perfection here. I'm going to have to bring my laugh out just a little bit farther than my tape because I have a lot of letters in that word. And I want to make sure I get it all on there. So I'm going to bring this out just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Always, if it helps, spell out your words ahead of time too. Write them down so that you don't make a spelling mistake. I've done that many times. Especially, of course, when I'm doing a poster and writing it out, of course, you know, and then you gotta try to figure out a way to fix it, which can be frustrating. Or you have to start all over. There's my U. All right. Making sure I get close to the same. So far, so good. A G. There you are. Hi, Julie. I just saw your comment there. I hope you are doing well. I am actually doing very well. I'm all ready for Christmas. Hope everybody else is too out there. Was just out delivering some packages today. That's cool. Okay, so this guy needs to go this way. Oh, that's so cool. That turned out really good. I'm happy with that. Okay. The other thing I want to remind you guys is make sure that you've cleaned your glass before you start this process, because the oils from your fingers can make this a little bit more tricky. Things don't want to stick. Okay, or of course you have fingerprints that show up on your glass. So now that I've got my words here, I am going to take off my tape. Okay, and then I'm going to feed the back of this into my shadow box here. And hopefully I'm not going to squish any flowers. I might. So I can tell right now that I'm going to have to use my handy dandy popsicle stick to press some of the edges of these flowers into the framework so that when I put this in the frame, they don't get cut off at the top. There we go. Awesome. Any other place I see that, I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Oh, yep. Got a spot down here. There they go. Trying to work this stick in there. It's proving to be just a little bit of a pain. Okay. All right, I'm going to flip this over now. And I am going to try to figure out here why my... There we go. Let's see what this looks like before I secure everything. Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Hopefully you guys can see my live, love, laugh there. That's cute. Okay, so I can still see I have a flower that has kind of gotten caught. So I'm going to do my best to try to push that little flower. Okay. All right. But, okay, so that is the way that works. And then, of course, I am just going to secure the back of it with all of my little things that hold the back. Also, if you have a pre-hung situation, you might want to pay attention to where that's at. Since I did not do that, I will have to put another one of these up here, which is actually not hard to do. I'll figure out a way. Or if you don't want to hang it up, you can actually stand it up on a sofa table or someplace where you display things if you want. That'll work too. But, yay! It is so cute. I love that. All right, guys. Well, that's the project. That's how you basically do a shadow box. It was pretty simple with the filling because I already had that all planned out. But again, you can do just about anything with a shadow box that you want to try. So thanks for joining me again today, guys. Hope you have a lovely Wednesday. I have another live scheduled for tomorrow, and we are going to be making faux winter terrariums, okay? I'll give you a little hint. It will involve a glass vase and some Christmas trees, yes. Okay, so hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock tomorrow. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Hoping everybody is staying safe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.